What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rise. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where I'm here at Alfa Romeo Lakeland in Florida. And finally, we have two 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglios side by side in two different shades of green for the first time. The 2024 model year is the first time we're able to side by side these two colors, Verde Fangio and Verde Montreal, because there's been some confusion when I film these cars, individually, and you're like, Verde Fangio, that's on the Tonale, that debuted on the Tonale, that's not on the Quadrifolios, it's Verde Montreal. It used to be the premium paint for the Quadrifolios, but now we have Verde Fangio, which is a darker metallic shade, versus Verde Montreal, which is a tri-coat metallic flake. So with that said, we have them side by side. I'm just going to show it off to you guys so we can clear all the noise, show you guys that these are two different colors and two different specs a little bit when it comes to the Giulia Quadrifoglio for 2024. Let's do a walk around, check these two out, see which one you like the best. Now, I'm so happy to finally be able to shoot this video because I've posted Verde Fangio for the Alfa Romeo Giulia when it first came in on the channel, and you guys kind of gave me some crap on social media, like Instagram, Facebook, and stuff, because you're like, how's that Verde Fangio? Verde Montreal is the green paint for the Quadrifolios, and this time around, well, it came with both. We don't know sometimes until these cars actually get here how things are going to change. And this time, for this year, for 2024, we now have a metallic green and a tri-coat green. And that's just something we're going to have to kind of dance around to show you guys these things as we move forward. So these are $1,500 apart when it comes to the specs. So really, you're only paying $1,500 for more for one than the other. And there's a couple different options on both. If you guys can't tell, they're mainly exterior options. So we'll go over that really quick, but I want to get up close to the paints and see if we can really determine the differences between the two, because it seems it's just a little hard, right? The Florida sun just brightens everything up, and I think metallic and tri-coat really look the same, but we're gonna try to figure it out. So this Giulia quad here we've had on the channel. This one is the Verde Fangio. This was the first one that came here at Alfa Romeo Lakeland. And this Verde Fangio, again, is on the 2024 Alfa Romeo Tonales. That's when it first debuted. Fangio being the last name of the racer that, obviously Alfa Romeo is paying homage to with this color paint. But again, this is a metallic flake green. And whether you see it on camera or in person, they're going to look the same as far as the nice shine and the appeal to it. It looks great, just kind of looking at it from here. Where you'll be able to see a color change or a darker shade or whatnot, that's really going to be up to your naked eye. It's really hard to tell the different shades here. You guys might be able to do it better than I can. If you guys can kind of see the tri-coat there, I'm kind of seeing it now. If you kind of look at it from here, but it really depends on the lighting as well. And yeah, it's really kind of hard to tell. Now, tri-coat paint for Verde Montreal. We know this color very well. We've seen this color on Alfa Romeo models. This was the paint. Like, this was the top trim level paint you could get, all right? $2,200, and you got it on the Quadrifolios. You used to get Rosso Etna, Rosso Competizione, all those. This was one of those colors that fit in that same spectrum. And again, you can see the tri-coat on here, but for the naked eye, I'm not sure if you can really tell the difference between the tri-coat on this paint and the metallic flake on this paint. Even though they are different shades and they're different paint codes and colors, it's really hard unless you have them side by side. But again, I think we're kind of looking at it here and seeing the differences. I'm not exactly sure. What do you guys feel about this? And of course, this is the same, but we got to bring it up, right? I mean, come on. This is the fire-breathing dragon. Ferrari DeVrive 3-liter twin-turbo V6, 505 horsepower here in the United States, 443 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed ZF transmission, rear-wheel drive, carbon fiber drive shaft, 50-50 weight distribution. Will get this up from 0 to 60 in about 3.7 seconds with a top speed of 191 miles per hour. This thing is crazy. Obviously, we know much about it, and we know that it may be long or it may not be long before this powertrain is gone for good. We're waiting for the new Giulia to come. It might be a hybrid, it might be fully electric, but they're saying 500 horsepower to start for the regular Giulias and 1,000 power for these Quadrifoglio variants. 1,000 horsepower, could you imagine? But if it's a full EV, well, it might not sound like this. Now, just as a quick refresher, if you guys haven't seen any Quadrifoglio videos for 2024, we got a couple of new things up front. As you guys can see, the tri-LED headlamps, which are black house. You can see those are switchbacks. We'll see them illuminated as well between amber and bright white. The eyelets at the top, we have the cloverleaf badge hidden underneath there. Amber for the turn signals because of America. And then also we have the Scudetto Dark Miron finish right there, and then the retractable carbon fiber front lip that retracts at 70 miles per hour. Now we do have a new grille pattern as well for these models for the 2024 model year, but everything else besides those two things, the lights and the grille pattern, well, it's the same for the 2024 model year. We do have those nostrils. Yes, that's gonna help us breathe because we do have a twin turbo V6 here that has some power. We'll see it in just a moment. But yeah, for the most part, this is all the stuff you're used to for the Quadrifoglios for 2024. Now, the side profile to these models is where you'll find the most differences when it comes to the exterior options. So, can you guys tell right off the bat? One is very obvious. The other one, you just gotta look a little deeper at. So, let's talk about it. The wheels. As you guys can see, for this one here, which is the Verde Fangio model, we have 19-inch technical wheels, which are options, and red calipers with those Brembo brakes, drilled rotors, and a monochrome center cap. So the red calipers with the white script, option. Technical wheels, option. Standard, you'll get the 5-hole wheels here with that regular black caliper and red script. And then obviously you have the drilled rotors, same for the Brembo brakes here. And obviously both Pirelli P0 sticky tires because we got to keep these things on the road. Now, Quadrifoglio badge, we know a lot of history behind the cloverleaf there. And we have some heat extraction right there in the front fender on both sides. So you guys will see that as well. Carbon fiber side skirt on both models as well. Gloss black for the window moldings and for the mirror caps on both models as well. So there's the carbon fiber, black moldings, everything there. Both models do not have the exposed carbon fiber roof option, as you guys can see. All right, so no carbon fiber roof as far as exposed carbon fiber there. And you guys will see that we have the gloss black shark fin antenna as well on both models as well. The carbon fiber roof will cost you an extra $2,500. We have gotten a quad for 2024 on the channel with that roof. So we've seen it in the sticker, we've seen it in person. The biggest things you'll notice about the side profile is right there. Just the wheels and the calipers, that whole setup there is the difference. Everything else is the same between these two models. I flipped everything around for the rear, but they're still the same way that they were lined up. So on this side, you're gonna have Verde Fangio with the red calipers, now that you know. And then on this side with the black calipers, you're gonna have Verde Montreal. But everything else is the same. As you guys can see, the rear looks exactly how we left it, all right? We have the carbon fiber trunk spoiler looking very sharp and aggressive. We have the bright Gilia badging and the Alfa Romeo insignia there as well. New for 2024, we have the clear tail lamps, as you guys can see there, with the red LED lit up around that. Again, we'll see everything illuminated. And then we have the quad exhaust tips. And you guys know those exhaust tips make some noise. Done in chrome with the very aggressive diffuser that just one of the most kind of brutal diffusers in the market I've seen, and you guys can attest for that. But yeah, between the two, the colors, it's just really hard to tell, but everything else stays the same. Now, when it comes to fuel economy, you're looking at 20, 17, 25. So you have 20 combined city and highway, 17 city and 25 highway, and you must put premium in these monsters because what you give to them, they'll give right back to you. Now, for both models, we still have a trunk space, or capacity, shall I say, of 13 cubic feet. Press the wrong button there, press the lock button, because you can lock it from under there too, but you gotta go a little further right. And there we go. Now, my backpack's in that one, so we'll go to this one here. But 13 cubic feet of space, same setup we're used to for the 40-20-40 split for the rear seats. Obviously, we have our battery stowed away and tow hook, tire inflate kit, all that good stuff here. Run flat tires, so no spare tire for either models. So this time for the lighting shot, I want to do something different. Obviously, I have two of these, right? So why not do a front and back simultaneously so you guys can see the tail lamps, which are the new clear tail lamps for 2024, and the new tri-LED lights, which are new for 2024 together. And then we will talk about those amber turn signals in the mirror caps. But as you guys can see, they look really good, especially when you get up close. And it looks good against the green colors. Now, as you guys will see, again, switchback for the LEDs there, and then the LED headlamp as well with the reflector on the side. And then you have the reflector for the rear on the side, lit up with the LEDs and turn signal there for the running lights. And then the mirror caps, you guys can't tell, they're glowing in amber. So you guys will see it on this end, and then you will see it on this end. Now let's take the opportunity to hop in both models, which I've already started because I'm just doing a quick look so you guys can see that everything is the same in both models. So this is a newer one, which is the Verde Montreal, the one that just got here. As you guys can see, aluminum pedals. We have our carbon fiber down the center, red start stop button, and our column mounted paddle shifters. 3D carbon fiber trim, everything that you guys are used to when it comes to the bucket seats and extra thigh support. Heated seats here, and you guys can see all done in Nero with the Grigio stitching going throughout, Harman Kardon system. All that good stuff new for 2024. We do have the digital instrument cluster as well there. And then obviously this carbon fiber comes standard new for 2024 as well. But all the great things you guys know on these cars is here. In this model here, and then in the Verde Fangio that you guys have seen. So I'm just doing this quick so you guys can see that it's the exact same spec for the interior. So you guys can decide which one you like the best, but you can see still same for the carbon, same for the steering wheel, flat bottom, leather Alcantara, same for the Harman Kardon, all that good stuff. Digital instrument cluster, column mounted paddle shifters, aluminum side sill, all that good stuff is here in the front. So there's not much of a difference between the two. Again, really the $1,500 you'll see on the outside. And then of course, same spec in the rear as up front. Same Nero leather, sport seats, as you guys can see, which are heated seating, carbon fiber, Grigio stitching there. All looks really good on both models. And keep in mind that for the central tunnel, you'll have your turbine vents, but you'll also have your heated seating controls and USB 2.0 plugins there. And then armrests with cup holders. So all great stuff, but what we're used to for both models here. Now let's check out the stickers of the two cars so you guys can see where the differences lie between these two and the paint colors. Well, let's talk about that because on this side, you have the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio rear-wheel drive in Verde Montreal, to where on this side, you have the 2024 Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio rear-wheel drive in Verde Fangio. They are both starting at $81,370, but after options, the tri-coat paint one is at $85,865 after the $1,595 destination, to where the Verde Fangio is at $87,365 after the $1,595 destination. Can you guess why? Well, remember when we looked on the outside of the Verde Fangio here, you saw that it had red calipers and 19-inch technical wheels. Yep, there we go. That's it. So we do have Verde Montreal, which is a tri-coat paint at $2,200 as it usually is. For Verde Fangio, it's the same color. Even though this is a metallic over the tri-coat, this is also $2,200. So they're the same price. Then you have the Active Assist Plus package at $700. You guys can see it here. And then you have it on this model as well. See if I can get my shadow out of the way at $700. All right, and then that's it for the options on this model for the tri-coat metallic Verde Montreal. But on the Verde Fangio here, you have the 19-inch dark technical wheels at $750, and then the gloss red calipers at $750. So those are your two options that differ from this one to this one. Everything else you see is the exact same between the two models. And are you guys surprised that the paint colors are the exact same price, even though this one's tri-coat and this one's metallic? Now I want to grab one of them really quick just to show you guys the standard options. Just in case you're not familiar with the car, you guys want to see everything that it comes with. These are all the standard options that you'll see on both models for that $81,370 price tag. So keep in mind, all this stuff we have here is on both models. So make sure you guys screenshot, zoom in, do whatever you guys need to do to make sure you guys see this and see everything that you get on the 2024 Giulia Quadrifoglio. All right, guys, so with only a $1,500 difference between the two, which spec do you like the best? Which color shade do you like the best when it comes to these green paints on the Quadrifoglio models for the 2024 model year? Drop those comments down below. And if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you check the link in the description so you guys can get these cars. Check out the website for Alfa Romeo Lakeland. Give them a call. Make sure you guys give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss one video. And with that said, guys, we will see you in the next one. Peace.